Get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this is the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
Next little Nip Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Since Cartoon53 turned his back on Christ and got back to cripping and confusion and chaos on the internet, I wonder how he feel about the reports of his little homie going out bad in the county jail, man. Y'all know Baby Shooter, that's his little homie. He and everybody else business, swallowing Monster Cody Swipe, all on my knees uts. But his little homie making history. I wonder what he got to say about that, because I've never heard of nothing like this being recorded. The ruler report doing the heavy lifting. We finna tap in and see what it do. Not on my mama. You dig a lies.
So Baby Shooter landed in the LA County Jail, and to nobody's surprise, he was actually violated upon hitting a certain module. And we gonna
I wonder why he said to nobody's surprise. I guess he way in Ohio and he up on it tonight. I'm surprised. I'm shocked. Cartoon53, are you surprised? Hallelujah, amen.
Of that, but how did we get here? We know that Baby Shooter was online and basically went viral for saying that Tee Grizzley actually ratted on him after Tee Grizzley's house was burglarized out in California. Now, he would actually get on academics as well as talk to Whack 100 from jail, stating that he not only was told on by Tee Grizzley about this.
I ain't gonna lie, cuz first it was the jury. He came on the line with some weird jury, couldn't quite resonate with it. I gave it a pass. Then when Cuz came out hollering, screaming, Wacko No Honey is the realest, I was like, wait a minute. Is it more than one Wacko No Honey Cuz from the east side of Keyway? You know, I respect that energy, but is he familiar? Is he talking about this Wacko No Honey?
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county. What
the one that lied about being incarcerated with a look in order to make himself seem like more? I was like, is this the whole No Honey that he's co-signing? And it gave me a...
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
I went through a series of all those thoughts. I even felt like, Whack, oh no, honey. This is the east side Keyway saying this about Cuz. I know Magic from Avalon. I know he wouldn't feel the same way. I couldn't understand what made him say all that about Wacko No Honey. It made me just say, fuck! You feel me? I'm just playing with my sound effects. I got them loaded up. We're gonna let him get back to cracking.
But he also had the paperwork to prove that Tee Grizzley was a rat. Now, Tee Grizzley actually put up some bread and said that if Whack 100 or Baby Shooter could produce any paperwork that actually showed that he cooperated with the police, they were able to get this couple $100,000. Dogface even offered $50,000 as well as a fade to whoever, you know what I mean? But none of those calls were answered. No paperwork ever was presented. And although Baby Shooter has been out of jail for about 4 or 5 months at this particular time, nobody ever even did anything about him actually claiming that somebody had fake that, or no, let me take that back, that he had paperwork on Tee Grizzley. Now
let's get to that audio, that county jail audio.
That being said, it's looking like the rolling 40s in the LA County Jail took it upon themselves to not only violate the boy Baby Shooter, but also make him apologize to Tee Grizzley and the city of Detroit.
You hear your little homie Cartoon? That nigga said they trying to kill me in here. Out of town, niggas thought Whack was pushing the line like he has. Tell you that's only online. He pushing the line online, not on that main line. That's Whack Boy getting did like that. Cartoon little homie.
Yeah.
Oh, come here, bro.
Imagine some out of town niggas regulating you in your local LA County jail. Wow.
I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. Oh, man. Hey, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. You didn't do that. I didn't do none of that shit, bro. You're not going to get nobody. I ain't going to get nobody or none of them. Bro. Everybody clear. Everybody protect. Tell Detroit. Yeah.
Now, as you can hear in that short audio that I just played, which we know that's Baby Shooter. We know Baby Shooter's voice. We done heard his mouth enough that we know that that's him. And what it sounds like to me is there's some type of violation going on inside of, the jail, as well as they put him on the phone to say that he cleared everybody. You know what I mean? He ain't got an issue with nobody. You can hear an individual in the background identify himself being from the Rolling 40 Crips, which I'm not really sure about how the politics goes with ACG as well as the 40 Crips, because initially I said, well, maybe this has something to do with the gangland politics, right? But then I hear him say Detroit, which lets me know that even if it was about the gangland politics, they were also checking him about disrespecting Detroit, man. And we know that he was like on a worldwide tour from podcast or platform to platform, including DJ Academics, openly disrespecting Tee Grizzley and other people from Detroit. And with that being said, Young Jefe is currently in the county jail, and he gives a little more insight on what actually took place during this phone call.
Oh my God! No way!
Nowhere in the world Auntie Jefe is calling in from the county jail reporting on this, y'all. This is, at this point, it needs to be studied. This has got to be some type of psychological sickness. Are you serious? Wow. Didn't expect
I had
that.
learned that Shooter was here yesterday, you know what I'm saying, from one of my people. They came back from visiting with Shooter and was like, hey, Baby Shooter said, what's happening? He's saying his. I'm like, Baby Shooter from where? They like, Avalon. I'm like, oh, okay, he in here? They like, yeah, what I didn't know was that he was in the same module as me on the other side. You know what I'm saying? The original tier that
This is crazy. Everything I know about gangbanging, cuz ain't got no business doing this, bro. No, what do you do? What the fuck?
I was on or whatnot. So, as y'all hear this recording, as much as y'all can hear, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't really hear it like that, but getting it play by play, from my understanding,
Using terms like play by play on some jailhouse violent activity, some illegal violence. That somebody was already screaming saying, they trying to kill me. Now he finna get a play by play. Check him out.
over there on the tier, and it looked like, you know what I'm saying, the Jack Boys, you know what I'm saying, got down on it, you feel me? 4.0, you know what I'm saying, from Foley, you know what I'm saying, put himself out there, you know what I'm saying, in this matter, you know what I'm saying, and making Baby Shooter get on the phone. And basically, this wasn't even like no neighborhood gangster thing, from my understanding. So it looked like these dudes, they took it upon themselves, like they want to go viral, like they want some of that Adam 22 clout, just.
What's your purpose of doing this talking? Going viral? Flatum 22 clout? What was your purpose for putting out a video of a nigga getting beat up while the Grape Streets was recording, and then you coming out on the internet with crutches on claiming it was you? Was that clout chasing, looking for viral Adam 22 clout? I'm just curious.
That they decided to hop on Baby Shooter because they know about the Tee Grizzley stuff and all this internet stuff that's going on out there. So basically, they trying to collect on a bounty, you know what I'm saying? And they hoping that Tee Grizzley.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
With Dirk being in the feds, with a word bounty being around it, bro, I can't believe this dude just said these dudes is trying to collect on a bounty. How many incriminating statements is he gonna make? This is crazy work. This y'all gangster? Wow.
Send them some money, or send them the money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about no bounty. Didn't know it was a bounty or whatever, but they said they trying to collect the bounty, so that's why they got on Shooter. Now, Shooter allowed these dudes to put him on the phone, and that's all you hear his voice. I didn't do nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And at one point, you know what I'm saying, they trying to kill me, and all this stuff. And in that situation, like a real vet should have been lurking, you know what I'm saying, for danger, you know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what they telling you that it's cool or whatever the case may be, you gotta still be on your 10, you know what I'm saying? This call is being recorded.
That's all I need to hear. This call is being recorded, and he's still giving a play-by-play detail of some jailhouse violent activity, which is illegal. Just the other day, he out of line, he out of pocket. Y'all rock with that, huh? That's crazy. Free the real. Let the weenies burn in hell.
Get you some money, you gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You gonna feel different.
Hey, wasn't that hustle? Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.